Have you ever set an intention, felt really good about it, and then nothing happened? Or worse, things seem to go completely wrong instead? If so, you're not alone. Intentions are powerful, but they can also backfire when subconscious beliefs, doubts, or fears get in the way. That is why intentions aren't just about thinking about them or even saying them. It's about aligning your entire being energetically, mentally, and physically to bring them to life. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a detailed ritual that I love to use when I need to set serious transformative intentions. And this isn't just about making a wish. It's a deep step-by-step process of cleansing, resetting, and aligning your energy so that your intentions can actually manifest. We'll also work with the angels and the universe to overcome any hidden beliefs or fears or doubts that might be blocking your manifestations. Because sometimes it isn't that your intention isn't working, it's that something within you is resisting it. Lately, I've been talking a lot about intentions, and that's because they are one of the most valuable tools that we have, not just for manifesting what we want, but also for creating what we need to fulfill our purpose. Our purpose to help others, to contribute to the world in a meaningful way, and as an earth angel or a starseed or highly sensitive spiritual being of any kind, to help you accomplish your soul's mission. So in my last two videos, I broke down everything that you need to know about intentions, like how they work, what makes them so powerful, and how to craft them or create them in a way that takes into consideration all of you, not just your spiritual side or your energetic side, but also your psychological and your physical self. And if you missed those, I'll link them right up here. But now it's time to take action. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a ritual that I use whenever I want to set those big life-changing intentions, or really just intentions that I find to be the most important to me. So some really powerful times you might want to use this intention setting ritual might be during like a full moon or the spring equinox, which is a really powerful time of new beginnings and manifestations. Also, the angel number 3 is a very strong energy of manifestation. Or you might want to use it to replace New Year's resolutions, or really just anytime you feel called to create change in your life or you're trying to accomplish a big dream or goal. So here's what we're going to cover in this video. First, I'm going to go over the materials that you need so you can gather that up and be prepared. And then we'll do a pre-ritual kind of preparation so you're in the right mindset and clearing out some of that physical energy. And then I'll do the step-by-step ritual process, which includes a cleansing meditation with a few of the archangels. And then we'll go over a little bit about how to follow up on your intentions, because setting them is really just the beginning. And we have a lot to dive into, so let's get started. For anyone who is new here, my name is Sarah Dunn, and I am an author and an angel intuitive and a former therapist turned spiritual life coach. The videos on this channel, along with my books and my blog, all of that linked down in the description below, are primarily about healing, managing, and understanding things like depression and anxiety and mental health and neurodiversity as part of our spiritual purpose. And if that sounds like something that might be helpful to you, be sure to join me on this journey by subscribing and checking out those links down in the description. Okay, so here's what you're gonna need for this ritual. First of all, you're gonna need your intentions. So if you haven't created them yet, be sure to go check out that last video that I mentioned before about how to create intentions that actually manifest. You're also going to want some sage and some sweet grass. That's for cleansing and blessing the space. Salt, just regular table salt, is the best use for this purpose. Paper and pen, scissors, a lighter, and the lighter is actually optional, is for the burning portion of the ritual, and a shell or a fire-safe container if you do choose to burn things. Now, this ritual does involve fire, so safety first, of course. Only burn things if you're in a safe environment to do so, and of course, if you know what you're doing. Burning isn't required. I really like using it, but you can actually just tear up the paper, maybe put it in water, or you can even just simply visualize the process. What matters most is the intention that is behind the action, not the action itself. And with that in mind, let's just talk a little bit about the purpose of a ritual. Because one thing I want you to remember is that the ritual itself, it isn't for spirits, it isn't for the universe or for your angels. It's for you, because spirit and your angels and God, the universe, it already knows what's in your heart. You know, your intentions are already aligned with your energy, whether you perform a ritual or not. But rituals help us. They create clarity, they deepen our emotional connection, and they shift our energy in a way that makes manifestation much more effective. So we do rituals not because they control the universe somehow, but because they help us focus and engage and step into alignment with what we're trying to call in, right? And then get our egos out of the way so that we can actually receive what it is we're asking for. So with all that in mind, make this ritual your own. Use what resonates with you and just leave out what doesn't. And trust your intuition. My suggestions are really just a starting point. So feel free to adapt, modify, or personalize whatever you want about it in a way that feels right for you. So now that you know what you need, let's move on to the next step, and that is how to prepare for the ritual itself. Before setting new intentions, it's important to clear away any old energy, and mentally and emotionally and psychologically, like all of this old energy, old, stale, no longer useful energy, so that you're working from a very fresh and clean slate. And one of my favorite ways to do this is with a saltwater bath or shower, either when they both work great. All you do is put some regular table salt in a bath full of water and you soak in that, or while you're in the shower, you can just put some salt on the sponge with your regular body, with your regular body soap. The salt is known for its purifying and protective properties. So as you wash, imagine the water and the salt is just pulling away any negativity. It's pulling past energy or limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. It's pulling it out of your being, out of your aura, out of your energy. And use your third eye to visualize this energy just washing away. If you're in the shower with the soap, you're washing and scrubbing all that old stuff off, just like you do the dirt. And it's leaving you feeling clean, fresh, and renewed, not just in your physical skin, but all of that past stuff just kind of lifting and being freed from you. And then after you've cleansed your body, the next step will be to clear the energy in and around you. So for this, I like to use sage, but you can also use Palo Santo, cedar, or any other smudging tool that resonates with you. And all you need to do is, light your sage stick. You can visualize this too if you don't want to actually light this, but go ahead and light it. It's not always easy to do. But you take the smoke around you, get it under your arms, down your legs. And as you do this, you're going to visualize negative energy leaving you. I see it as like this black smoke-like substance being pushed out by the sage's white purifying smoke, right? And you can even take a little breath if you want to, and breathe it in so you're getting that sage and removing that negative energy inside of you. But because we are doing this for manifestation, what I want you to do is you imagine this negative energy is see it flowing down. See it flowing down and away from you as if it's being absorbed from the earth. So push that negative energy downward and into the earth. We do this because energy isn't really created or destroyed, right? But it can be transformed. So that's what we want to do. Everything we release here that we're letting go of is being returned to the earth, where it is transmuted and transformed into useful energy that eventually will return to us in a new positive form. And now, once you've cleared the old energy, it's time to fill yourself back up with positive, uplifting energy, because you want to raise your vibrations within and around you. So for this, we can use sweetgrass, or you can use any high vibration herb like lavender or frankincense. And you do the same thing as you did with the sage. You're gonna allow the sweetgrass smoke to just touch all the areas of your body, and even taking that small little breath in if you feel called to do that. But this time, instead of releasing energy, you're gonna visualize yourself drawing in fresh, new, vibrant energy from the earth. So the new transmuted energy that we were releasing before, now we're going to pull up that new energy up into us. So imagine the positive energy just rising up through your feet or through the base of your spine, however you're sitting or standing while you do this, and feel it coming up and into your body. Feel it just going through your body and filling every organ, every cell, until your entire being is just full of this fresh, new energy. It's the energy of abundance, of love, of prosperity, of manifestation and co-creation, just filling every cell in your body, your entire being. So once you've done all this clearing and cleaning of the energy within and around you, you're ready to sit down, center yourself, and prepare for the intention setting ritual itself. And I like to start with a meditation that will help clear any lingering energy. It releases attachments from the past, and it heals your relationship with the universe. So the smudging you just did works to clear out negative energy from within and around you. But this next step, it goes deeper. It helps you cut any energetic ties or cords to the past. So it will help you release some of those limiting patterns and free yourself from the beliefs and the experiences that no longer serve you. So this is a letting go process. Out with the old, in with the new. You are cutting the cords to the past year, and you're shifting your focus to healing your relationship with yourself and the universe, so you can bring in new, wonderful things that you may not even have imagined yet. And the first way I like to do this is by inviting the Archangel Michael to come and cut any cords and release all the attachments that I have to the past that bind and hold me back. So to do this, it's really simple. Just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just invite the Archangel Michael to come. Ask him to cut cords, clear any energy that is no longer needed or useful. So you can visualize the Archangel Michael standing in front of you with a sword of light, and see him just cutting and working all around you, in front of you, above you, below you, behind you, and just cutting all of those cords and attachments that no longer serve you. And these are cords and attachments, whether they are connected to people, to old beliefs, or to old unhealthy patterns or past experiences. And don't worry, any connections that you might still need will naturally be restored when you need them. This is just about clearing space for what is meant to come next. So this is completely safe to do. Just imagine the cords falling away and leaving you energetically lighter and freer. So now we're going to invite the Archangel Raphael with his emerald green light of healing and health into our space. You want to just feel his healing energy flowing not only into you, but also into your past, healing the places, the people, and the experiences that have shaped your beliefs and expectations and any emotional patterns. Let his healing energy go back there, healing all the cords that Michael has cut, healing all of those experiences. So as Michael severs the ties, Raphael steps in and sends healing energy to every aspect of your past. And your role as this is occurring is to be open and willing to release what no longer serves you. The angels can only assist you in releasing and letting go of what you are willing and truly ready to let go of. So focus on opening yourself and being willing to release that. So as the Archangels Michael and Raphael continue to do their work, you're going to begin a very crucial part of this whole process, and that is rebuilding your trust with the universe. We are co-creators of our reality, and we work in partnership with the universe. We manifest with the universe together. However, disappointments, failures, hardships, those types of things that we go through in life can sometimes make it feel as though the universe is actually working against us. And when we feel that way, be it consciously or subconsciously, we experience setbacks, and it's all too easy to fall into feelings of frustration and anxiety and doubt and lack of control, or just wanting to give up entirely. But the truth is this: the universe is always supporting you, whether you feel it or not. And you have a spiritual team of angels and guides that are also rooting for you, supporting you, and assisting you. And everything that you've gone through is not bad, because it has been shaping you and getting you ready and preparing you for what's next. And to solidify all of this healing and repairing and trust in both the universe and in yourself, call on the Archangel Metatron. And you're going to ask him to heal any past disappointments, frustrations, and setbacks. And imagine him using his sacred cube. This is a sacred cube that he has that holds all the geometric patterns of creation. And he can put this cube in front of you and it begins to spin. And as it does, it clears away negativity, shifting your perspective and helping you understand how all of those past experiences have helped shape you and put you on the path that you're on today. And what's even better, it can help you see how these experiences are actually assisting you in manifesting and in growing and into accomplishing so much more of your purpose and your soul's mission than you could have done without them. So Metatron is helping you see the bigger picture, the way each challenge and lesson has led you to this very moment. And if needed, he can even help shift past energy to bring about even greater harmony in your present and in your future going forward. As the Archangel Metatron is working to heal and clear all of that negative energy from you, trust that, every past experience has helped you grow, that each experience has offered you wisdom and insight, and that your struggles were not in vain. They have made you stronger. They've made you wiser and more aligned with your higher self. And be sure to let go and be willing to release any resentment, frustration, and instead embrace trust, faith, and clarity, as Metatron helps you to understand how everything you have experienced is taking you closer to your purpose, to your higher self, and even to God. So now that you've done all of this work to release and heal and rebalance, it's time to acknowledge your growth. Many sensitive souls, especially like empaths, earth angels, starseeds, highly sensitive spiritual beings, anybody with a neurodiverse mind at all, tends to struggle to fully experience their accomplishments. So instead of feeling like deep joy and excitement and feeling proud of ourselves, we often just feel a kind of blah sense of relief that something is actually finally done. Sound familiar? That is why it is so important to take this moment now to honor yourself. Look back on all of the parts of your past that you have overcome. What challenges did you push through? What obstacles did you move around? Did you get around and overcome? What moments of growth and learning and achievement can you recognize in your past? All the wonderful things that you have done and achieved and accomplished. Recognize those now. And if this is difficult for you, like it can be for a lot of us, call on the Archangel Jophiel. Jophiel is the Archangel of beauty and of joy. So you can ask her to help you see the beauty in both yourself and in your journey. Show you the light, the growth, the impact that you've had and that you will continue to have. She can reveal the moments where your strength, courage, and love have really made a difference so that you can see it and you can celebrate it. So as the Archangel Jophiel guides you, allow yourself to celebrate. Allow yourself to feel proud, to acknowledge this incredible journey that you've been on. It can be surprisingly challenging to allow ourselves to feel this acceptance of our gifts and of our accomplishments. But remember, this isn't about ego. It's about raising your vibrations so you can continue to attract what you need to accomplish your purpose and your soul's mission, and to find the joy and peace that you deserve to have in this life. So by this point, you have cleared and released the past. You've healed wounds and shifted your mindset. You've restored some of your trust in the universe and even in yourself. And you've recognized and celebrated your own growth and accomplishments. And now, because of all of that, your vibrations are higher, your energy is clear, and you're in a really awesome, energetic state to set your new intentions. And remember, the more joy and gratitude and trust that you feel, especially as you set your intentions, the more you're going to attract more things that make you feel those emotions. You are now a magnet for abundance, love, and manifestation, which is right exactly where you want to be to set your intentions. Now that you've cleared and uplifted all of that energy, it's time to open the spiritual and energetic channels that will allow you to envision and manifest your intention. And this process aligns with the divine flow of energy and connects you to both spirit and the earth so that you can, ground and realize your dreams in this physical reality. So close your eyes and take a deep breath and visualize a radiant stream of divine light entering through your crown or the top of your head, and then see this light coming down and entering through your entire body like we did before. It's filling every cell of your body with pure, vibrant, high vibrational, healing divine energy and light. Now keep pulling that divine energy down through your entire body. And like before, see it moving down deep into the earth's core. And it combines with the energy of the earth and really grounds you and makes you feel safe, secure, and stable. Now take a deep breath and allow this combination of energy of the earth and this divine energy to now rise back up. If you're standing, it comes up through your feet, or if you're sitting, it may come up through the base of your spine. This mix of divine and earthly energy is now coming up and going through your body. And as it flows upward, feel how the earth's powerful energy just swirls and dances and intermingles with this divine light from above. Feel this combined energy just surging and flowing within you. It's a powerful fusion of heaven and earth, of spirit and matter, of dreaming and of manifesting, of spirit in a physical body. And just take a moment to really immerse yourself in this energy. This is your creative power, your ability to co-create with both spirit and the physical world. And this is what you are. A spirit, a soul within a physical body. And this is what you are co-creating, a manifestation of spiritual within the physical. So these energies are balanced, flowing, and working together within you. Now you're going to shift your focus to your heart center. So this is about opening your heart to receiving, because you want to keep in mind that receiving, especially when it comes to manifestation, is just as important as giving. You need balance. So open yourself up now fully to receiving the joy and the success, the accomplishments, the gifts, the miracles, the assistance of your angels and of spirit, and open yourself to receiving all that you need for your intention to become a reality. And maybe, most importantly, be open to receiving the manifestation of your intention itself. It won't come into your experience if you're not open or if you don't allow it to come. So say aloud, or you can say it in your mind, I am open and willing to receive. As you do this, visualize a bright green light that's glowing in the center of your chest. And you can ask the Archangel Raphael to help you with this one too, because this is your heart chakra and it needs to be open to allow you to receive all that you're meant to receive. So see this light, it's spinning in your chest, see it expanding and growing and becoming clearer and brighter as it opens wider and wider, allowing you to receive all that is meant for you. So you are opening yourself up to love and joy. You're opening yourself to guidance and miracles. You're opening yourself to support and abundance. You're opening yourself and allowing everything that is aligned with your highest good to be received. So many of us unconsciously block the very blessings, guidance, and assistance that spirit and the universe and the angels want to give us. So remember, your angels can't help you unless you're open to receiving their assistance. And spirit cannot provide for you unless you're willing to accept its gifts. And your intentions, dreams, and desires will only manifest if you are open to receiving them. So you have to let the energy, let the universe, and even things in your physical world help you. So now that you've cleared your energy, opened your heart and the channels that you need, and connected with divine flow, it's time to carefully craft your intentions. And this step goes simply beyond stating what you want. It's about creating clear, powerful, and well thought out intentions that hold deep, energetic, psychological, and emotional power. So take the time to think through your intentions. This is your final opportunity to refine them and to ensure that they're clear and specific, that you understand their purpose and why they matter to you, and you feel aligned with what you're asking for. And if you haven't already, use that PDF worksheet from the last video that I'll also link down below in this video to help you organize all your thoughts. And if you need further guidance beyond just the PDF, and you haven't already, be sure to watch the video where I walk you through how to create these strong and meaningful intentions that are more likely to manifest. Okay, and now this is the fun part. You're going to figure out the order of importance of your intentions. So we're gonna start with the most important intention, the one that you value the most, that's the most important to you. And we're gonna put your intentions in order. So you just wanna consider like how deeply you desire this intention and what kind of commitment and effort are you willing to invest in this intention. So like if each intention is a seed in your life's garden, which one are you going to nurture first? And which one are you going to put the most effort into? Which one means the most to you? And once you've got that list in order, we're going to cut each intention out into strips. Okay, so you've written your intentions on a piece of paper and you've put them in order of priority and importance to you. So now what we're going to do is just cut each one of them out of this piece of paper. That's why we're writing it on a separate piece of paper, so you can cut them out into like these strips of paper. Right? So here we're starting with your most important intention. So now you're going to close your eyes and see this intention already manifested. And go beyond seeing it. Go beyond imagining it. I want you to really feel what this intention is going to feel like when it manifests. And use all of your senses here. So what do you see? What do you hear? What emotions are coming up within you? What does this success feel like in your body? Even imagine scents and tastes and anything like that. Any of your senses that are associated with the manifestation of your intention and anything else you need to fully experience it just in this moment. With all of your senses engaged and feeling deeply what it will feel like to have your intention realized. You're going to imagine rising up and above your body, rising up and above yourself in that moment where your intention is manifested. And observe your future self having achieved this intention. So you're above your future self looking down, and you're going to begin floating backwards in time, above your timeline, watching yourself move through the journey, watching all the times that you've taken action, that you've overcome obstacles, that you've gained insights. You're seeing how it all unfolded and how it all occurred, going backwards through it, seeing it all, seeing all the steps, the ideas, the inspiration, and the synchronicities that led you to that manifestation. And finally, you're going to float back into the present moment where you're doing this ritual here and now. And you're going to float back down into your present body. You're bringing all of that with you, all of that understanding with you into your body in this present moment. And now you're going to take the strip of paper with your intention written on it, and we're gonna burn it. And once again, make sure you're doing this in a safe place, but just set it on fire. You know, I've got this little shell, and just watch as the paper turns into smoke and ash. And as you're doing this, hold on to the faith and the trust and the emotions that you had during your visualization. So just observe this transformation, watching how the paper is transforming into ash. This is like alchemy in action. You are watching something go from one state into another. And as you're watching this, your intention is shifting from a simple thought to something written on a piece of paper into a request that you are sending out to the universe. So see the smoke as the paper burns, rising up and carrying your intentions to spirit and to the angels, into the universe, where it will be received and transmuted into divine guidance and into your intuition and your inner wisdom and your inner guidance and the action steps that you're going to need to take. And now as you continue, as you watch it burn and physically transform from a piece of paper into ash and smoke, say this or something better. We don't always know what is truly best for us. So remain open to receiving something even better than what you've imagined. And that's the end of setting your intentions. You have released them, you have let them go, you've sent them up into the universe. But once you've done all of that, you're not done. You've got to keep going forward with intention and with some determination. But you want to do so from the perspective of engaged detachment. So you let it go, the universe just do its job without expectation. So be detached from the outcome. This is a balance between trusting the process, but staying actively involved in your own journey. So engaged detachment is about trusting and allowing and aligning with the universe and with what you want, but while still taking the necessary steps that you need for your intention to manifest. You are an active participant in your manifestation, but you are not the only force at play. The universe and the angels and spirit are always working behind the scenes, bringing you what is truly meant for you, often in ways that are even better than what you imagined. So set your intentions, but surrender, let go, and trust that they are taking shape in the way that they are meant to. But don't be attached to the outcome of your desire. Don't be attached to the idea that it needs to come in the way that you imagined it or the way that you visualized it. Let that go. And instead, let it take shape and form in the way that is best for you. But as you do that, make sure you listen and you take action as you feel guided and inspired. So you want to be sure to listen and follow your intuition. Pay attention to signs from the angels, such as angel numbers or repeating symbols and meaningful coincidences. And follow all of those nudges and inner guidance and all of the things that are leading you towards taking steps and manifesting your intention. So that is engaged detachment in a nutshell. And I'll actually do another video about this process and how the law of detachment and all of this stuff works, to explain it even more. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider subscribing and getting notifications so that you know when that's out. But one last final thing is that, this was really a lot of work. Anytime you do this ritual, it is a lot of work. It's a lot of energetic, spiritual, and emotional work. So you might feel quite a bit drained or tired, lethargic after doing all of this. So make sure that you pay attention to that. Give yourself the self-care and the rest that you need. Drink lots of water. Eat a good meal tonight or tomorrow or whenever your next meal is. Make sure it's a good, healthy one that provides the nutrients that you need. And focus on rest and self-care. I know that it may not seem like much just to set an intention, But especially with this process and this ritual that we did today, it is really intense and it can have a profound effect on your physical, your mental, and even your spiritual body. So please allow for that. You've cleared your energy, you've released the past, you've recognized your achievements, you've invoked several archangels to assist you in letting go and clearing and healing and for moving forward. And you've created extremely powerful intentions and infused them with emotion, with clarity, and with vision. And you've surrendered it all to spirit, knowing that the universe is always working for you and not against you. And that is a lot. So you need to make sure that you give yourself the space that you need and take care of yourself. So now it is just time to trust and stay open and just take inspired action as it comes to you, because your manifestation is already in motion. Okay, and that brings us to the end of this ritual. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me and letting me share all of this with you. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, and I'd really love to hear about your experience. So if you try this ritual, be sure to leave a comment for me about how it goes and let me know what you think. I've spent a lot of years and a lot of time figuring out this ritual and the way that it works best for me, each year seeing what didn't work and refining and coming up with new ideas on how to make it the most powerful. So I really would love to know how it works for you. That would just be absolutely wonderful. And when your intention manifests, I'd love to hear about that too. And as always, I'm sending a ton of love and blessings to you all. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, take care and happy manifesting. Bye-bye.